Welcome to Secure the Bag Kickoff Weekend Edition. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy. Welcome back, Slack fam.
And we got our brother Marcus with us as well. What's good?
Good, man. Happy Thursday, man. Football
Yeah,
starts.
We almost at the end too. You know what I'm saying? Friday, just tomorrow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited definitely for tonight, for football season being back, and also for the weekend as well. So as we always do on this show, we're going to hit you with our predictions for all of the games this weekend. We got a full slate of games, every single team in action this weekend. So we're going to let you know what we're thinking and walk through the schedule. We got Pops in the building, and want to thank you, Pops, for being here with us. But whether you're watching the show live or later, don't be afraid to drop your comments, drop who you like this weekend, drop your predictions along the way. We love to see that. And we always like to, we really kind of going on record with our predictions. It's kind of tough, especially early in the season, but it's really fun, to see where we're at with this. So without further ado, we're gonna get this thing popping. Normally we will have like our what am I trying to say? Like we'll do our results. So we'll have the slide populated with how we did last week. But for now, fresh slate, everybody's undefeated. So we'll see how it goes. But as we jump into this, let's just go top to bottom. Strizzy, you'll go first. We'll just go on the order we are on the side there. And we'll just jump right into it with the first matchup being tonight, Thursday Night Football, Cowboys at Eagles on Banner Night.
Bet, man, I bet money the Dallas Cowboys are super happy that the Micah Parsons circus is over. But I think they're still gonna, they're gonna take a little while to kind of like, focus on the defense is gonna be and things of that nature, especially in Philadelphia. I'm gonna go with the Eagles tonight.
Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles tonight as well. I feel like there's a little bit too much emotion for the Cowboys to contend with on the Eagles. This is they're raising their banner, they're getting the Super Bowl rings, all that stuff. But also, there's more continuity there. Obviously, they're coming off of a Super Bowl win. They're hosting this Thursday night game for a reason. And the Cowboys, it's going to take a little bit of time to figure out what they're looking like and who they are in front of Schottenheimer. They may surprise the Eagles a little bit, but I think only enough to keep it close.
Exactly.
Marcus?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles also. I think it's going to be a tight game at first, but I think Hurst and Barkley going to run away. They're going to both have 100 yards rushing, and that's how they're going to win the game.
I feel I can see it. Yes, so that's Thursday night. Moving into the rest of the weekend, we got a special Friday night game. It'll be on YouTube. Kansas City Chiefs. Technically, the Chargers are the home team, but this is being played in Brazil. Strizzy, who you got on this one?
Yeah, this one's kind of tricky because I do see the Chargers being just getting better, especially with another Harbaugh over there. But I'm still going with KC. You know what I'm saying? Until we're proven otherwise, I'm going KC still within that division.
Yeah, I'm going with KC as well. I don't know if Patrick Mahomes has ever lost to the Chargers like as a starting quarterback. So I think that'll continue. I think KC gets it done.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think it's gonna be in Brazil. It won't be a home court or home field advantage. I think they're gonna come out. Think they're gonna win the game. I think Chargers are gonna get them.
I like that.
I feel you. I've actually switched this pick multiple times. So I hear you, Marcus. I've been going back and forth with these two.
They're being slept on a little bit, I think, the Chargers, but that is a tough way to open the season. For sure.
And Rice is not playing either, right?
Nope.
Yeah, he did get suspended. Now they made it official. So
okay.
Pops taking pot shots at Brazil in the comments. Man, Brazil, I think is potentially lovely. But all right, let's keep it moving. Sunday morning, we got the Dolphins at the Colts.
Dolphins at Colts. This one's tricky. I just feel like the Dolphins are going to really fall off. I think the Colts upset them this week. I'm taking the Colts in Indy.
I could see that. This one is really like a toss-up for me, but I'm going with the Dolphins only because I feel like they can score more points than like a Daniel Jones-led Colts offense. And the coach down there in Miami, this is his last year. He got to do something or he's out of there. So
yeah, definitely.
I'm going Dolphins on this one, man. I think how they did my boy, the quarterback for the Colts, I ain't like that, so I'm going for the Dolphins.
Yeah,
that's what's up. All right. Next up, we got kind of an interesting twist to this one. Quarterbacks going up against their former team, the Steelers at the Jets.
It's like I never thought I'd say I want the Jets to win a game, but I kind of do. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets, man. I think Justin Fields might have something for him. I think Rodgers is a shell of what he used to be. So I'm going with the Jets.
Yeah, see, I am definitely rooting for Justin Fields, especially more than Aaron Rodgers, but I just feel like the Steelers have just got too much. They're just a more consistent team. They just have a little bit more figured out. So I feel like, especially early on in the season, they'll be fine against the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with the Steelers on this one. I think it'll be an okay game, but I want to see Aaron Rodgers how he does with his team. So
yeah, we'll see. Derpy Entertainment, welcome Derpy Entertainment, jumping into the comments. Says if you say Jets, you don't know ball. Dang. Okay, so that's
week 1, man. There'll probably be a lot of upsets and surprises during the week 1.
For sure, most definitely. And speaking of upsets and surprises, another evenly balanced matchup, right? The NFL did a great job with the schedule, especially for week 1. The Panthers at the Jaguars.
I'm going with the Jaguars. I think that their defense is going to be better this year. They had a lot of injuries last year. And they're at home. I think the Panthers are also going to be a lot better than they've been the last couple of years, but coaching staff, they had a really good second half of the season. I think Bryce Young picks up for where he left off last season, but I think in week 1, I think they lose the away game, maybe get their first home game.
Man, see, I'm actually pulling for your boys in a little bit of an upset. I'm going with the Panthers, but I don't feel comfortable either way. I feel like this is going to be a really close game. I feel like this is going to be like a type of field goal game. But the Panthers have a little bit more going into year 2. With Canales, and we'll see if they can build off that success and game plan for this one. But this is a toss-up for me.
I'm hoping for it. I hope my boys get it done.
I'm definitely going for the Panthers on this one. I like the addition with Renfro. I think he can kind of open the offense up a little bit more for other players to get started. So I think you protect Bryce a little bit. I think they win this game, so I'll say Panthers.
Yeah. Offensive line's actually been pretty legit. We've been good there, so protection should be straight. But we have the youngest wide receiver room, I think, in the NFL right now, so that's a little scary too.
Hey, even with Thielen?
No, Thielen's gone. He went back to the Vikings.
When? How I missed that?
Like a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. I said the youngest. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, then.
Yeah. He's trying to do a little reunion, especially while they have Jordan Addison out at the beginning of the year. So,
was that involved with Renfro going there?
I don't know.
No, they just picked Renfro up.
Okay.
But now, he went back there for on a discount too, so he took less money.
Okay.
It'll be an interesting one. The chat has Jaguars, everybody in the chat so far. Next up, the Cardinals visiting the Saints.
Cardinals for sure. One, they play better away, and the Saints, I just think they're a crappy team. I don't know. They're not going to be good this year.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals as well. I feel like that they're kind of a sleeper in the NFC West, depending on how San Francisco bounces back, depending on how Seattle looks. I feel like the Cardinals actually could do better because they were in a lot of games and will be competitive. Saints probably going to be one of the worst teams in the league, if not the worst team in the league. So,
yep.
I'm gonna go with Cardinals. Also, they're not too far away from the Saints. I'm just saying.
You said I seen it firsthand.
For sure.
They comment from Derby. It's kind of funny. At least my Amari retired as an unk. That's funny, man.
For sure.
Dang, 31.
That's
Ouch.
Crazy. The league years are though. That's plenty in league years.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
right. Next up, we got the Giants at the Commanders.
I'm going with the Commanders. I think even though the Giants are building up that defense, I still think they're kind of on what's it called mode?
Rebuild.
Rebuild mode. So definitely Commanders, especially at the crib.
Yeah, I'm going with the Commanders as well. A lot of close matchups in week 1, but the Commanders got kind of lobbed up a softball, a division opponent that you could probably handle. Jaden Daniels going into year 2, I expect a little bit of a step up, and he did great last year. So Commanders in this one.
I'm gonna go with Pop said Redskins.
Let's keep it true to what it is, huh?
I think I picked them when this game. Yeah.
All right. Next up, another competitive in-division game. We got the Bucks at the Falcons.
I don't know why, but for some reason, I got the Falcons in this game. I know there's going to be some upsets. The Bucks will probably end this season with a better record, but I'm going Falcons for some reason.
Yeah, this is a toss-up for me as well. I'm going with the Bucks, but I do think that the Falcons are going to be like with Penix being the number 1 all offseason, knowing that's what his role is. I think that they're going to be improved, and the Falcons beat them both times last year. So this is going to be a close one, but I don't know why I'm going with the Bucks.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this one. Also, I think it's the first game of the season. I think Baker will be ready, and I'll go with them. He's a better quarterback.
Yeah. We got a little bit of extra time on this one. Derpy said his theory is if Washington stopped worrying about a name change, they might win a Super Bowl. Maybe. Or maybe if they just change back, just
go back. Yeah.
Maybe that'll help him out.
Bump it.
All right. Next up, we got a Battle of Ohio, the Bengals at the Browns.
Yeah, I think Bengals in this one. I think the Browns defense might come to play a little bit, but the Bengals defense is so bad. Browns are going to be able to stay in this game, but they're not going to be able to score enough to beat the Bengals. So I got Bengals in this one.
Same. I'm going with the Bengals, but Burrow has a terrible record in the first 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah,
he has a terrible record against the Browns. Something about this one is making me feel a little bit iffy, but I still think the Bengals should be able to outscore them no matter what happens on the Brown side. So I'm going with the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals on this also. Am I behind? Is it always been divisional game, first game of the season? Or is it
no.
They're mixing it up a lot more this year. They usually don't really do it like that. So they're starting to
almost every game we've seen is a divisional game. So
ton of them.
Yeah. Which is kind of tricky and kind of, I shouldn't say not fair because it is what it is, but it's like, those games carry more weight and those games matter at the end of the season. To start off with so many divisional games is very, very interesting.
Yeah. Derby does have a good point though. He does say he's taking Browns, but like you mentioned, we talk about this every single year. Like the Browns go 0-2 and 0-3 in the first 2-3 games. So who knows, man?
Yeah, and it is a good point. They were swept
Browns
last
have been
year.
a circus too.
Yeah. It's like both of these are weird, but I do think that the Bengals got a little bit better on defense, or at least they paid their guy. So we'll see. Next up, this is going to be a good one. Two of Tom Brady's teams, the Raiders at the Patriots.
I'm going with the Patriots. I don't know why. I feel like sooner or later, a point's got to turn, right? Like they've been really bad these last couple of seasons. We've seen some good things, but I think they win this game. It's at home, and I think they start getting things right. I think this is Vrabel's first year.
Yeah.
So I think under Coach Vrabel, I think they're looking a little bit better. So I'm going with the Patriots.
Same. Vrabel coming back, stabilizing things. He's going to be good on defense, and then Drake May going into his second year. I got them, especially them at home. But I do think that the Raiders are on the right trajectory. With the young
Coach
weapons,
Carroll.
Bowers and Gentry and Coach Carroll, that should be pretty cool. But I still got the Patriots in this first one.
Yep.
That's why they're gonna lose because Coach Carroll. So I'm going Patriots.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Patriots is in the chat. And Derpy says it's tough at Foxborough and plus Travion Henderson. And it'll be interesting to see how that rookie does because he is definitely explosive.
Yeah.
All right, another tough early division one. San Francisco at Seattle.
Yeah, this one's tricky. I like the way Seattle looked in preseason, but it's preseason. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with San Fran.
I'm going with San Francisco off of what I expect them to be, and if they can come back healthy. But their wide receiver core is banged up, and Seattle's a tough place to play. So this one for me is really a toss-up. I could go either way, but right now I'm leaning San Francisco. Don't know though.
Yeah.
Who is Seattle's quarterback?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
I'm going 49ers defense. So yeah.
And I do like the fact that old boy from the Jets went back to San Francisco to be their defensive coordinator. I'm blanking on his name now, but Baldy, the Jets that they fired him. But so I do think
he went back.
He went back to be the defensive coordinator of the 49ers. So I think that's going to help.
Oh, wow.
I think that's going to help stabilize things. So we'll see. Pop says Seattle quarterback play won't be nearly as well. He's a bum. So we'll see.
But Debo's not there this year, so we're going to see.
Right. And this is another one. I like this. Cooper Kupp, his debut in Seattle. That'll be very interesting to see how that goes.
I didn't know he went to Seattle.
Yeah, he went to Seattle. So that'll be interesting. He's going to stay in the division. And we'll see. We'll see how that works out. But maybe the offense will be a little bit improved.
Where did Debo go again? Houston?
The Commanders.
Oh, he's in Commanders. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I love too about the week one. It's like we go all off season, but it's like it's hard to remember until you see him get out there and play. Like, oh dang, that's where that person landed. So we'll see some new fits for sure. All right,
I think Jackson Smith has a good year too.
Yeah, I think so too. Next up, the Titans at the Broncos.
Man, I'm rooting for Cam, but I think the Broncos. I think Broncos really pick up from last year. One of the best defenses in the league, and I think they continue to kind of grow. Yeah,
this one is like my lock for me. This is the most clear cut one. Denver is a tough place to play. They did really well last year. They were a playoff team last year. And the Titans, especially as a rookie quarterback, your first start there, that's a tough, tall task. So I'm going with the Broncos.
I'm going with Broncos too. I think Bo Nix make a jump in his play this year too with a great quarterback coach. So I think that'll be really good this year, and look for him to be some good numbers.
For sure. All right, next up, another one, the Lions at the Packers.
Yeah, this one's tricky, man. I think I think a lot of eyes are on the Lions, without, Ben Johnson being their offensive coordinator, but Dan Campbell still calls a lot of their plays, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's tricky. Lambeau is a hard place to play at too, but I think the Lions are for the task. But I think I'm gonna go Green Bay in this one. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
I feel you. This is another one that's like close, like especially on paper when you look at it and the different nuances. I'm going with the Lions though, just because I feel like they're the more like solid physical team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they got Aiden back too.
Yeah, and they did get Hutchinson back, so I feel like that's going to pay dividends. And I feel like Green Bay is a little bit overrated, but maybe I'm just being a hater.
Right.
I think so. I think Green Bay wins this one. I think Michael have a big impact on this game to show what he's going to do the rest of the year.
Yeah. I can see it. He's definitely going to be motivated. 47 million reasons why. So that's going to be a good one. Next up, Houston at the LA Rams.
How healthy are the Rams? I think I'm going LA at home. Texans could very well win this game. This one's tricky. Both teams lost some pretty key players last year, but let's see if LA can open it up with a victory in California.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams in this one. I agree. Both people lost some pieces, but Devontae Adams joining Puka Nacua. I mean, Stafford is a veteran. He doesn't need to be extremely healthy to be able to drop back and hit one of those two guys, and they have a great running game. So I'm going with the Rams in this one.
Yeah, good point.
I'm definitely going with the Rams. I think that they got the best defensive line in football. That's going to help out a lot with the against a young team with the Houston. So I'm going to go with the Rams.
One thing I do want to throw in there, though, is I'm so rooting for Nick Chubb to do well. He's going to get the chance to start for the Texans since Joe Mixon is out. I'm so rooting for him, but I do think that's a tough first matchup. So,
yeah,
very much so.
All right, moving into Sunday Night Football. This might be the game of the week. The Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, I'm going with my Ravens on this one. Ravens started out as an underdog. Right now they're the favorite, but only by like a point and a half. But yeah, Ravens. I want them to start off high, and we got to get over this choking hump in the playoffs. So they can just get to the Super Bowl. I think they got it.
I'm going with the Ravens, and for that same reason. They play great in the regular season. This isn't the playoffs. Now, if this is the playoffs, I might feel differently, but they do well in the regular season. They have a great offense that's built to go after this Bills secondary, and Lamar Jackson is probably the most dynamic player in the NFL, so I got to go with him in this one.
I think so. I think first game of the season, I think they're going to have the momentum. Even though it's in New York and Buffalo, I'm going with the Rams. Let's go, Lamar.
That's what's up. Derpy says Bills because F the Ravens. Lamar will do his thing, but Bills too much. Pop says Ravens unless the refs call the game for Allen as usual. So we'll see.
Derpy, are you a Steelers fan?
We'll find out. Yeah, Derpy, what's your allegiance? We would love to know. As we move into this Monday night game, this is an interesting one. Another division game. Monday Night Football, the Vikings visiting the Bears.
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings on this one. I feel like, I have a feeling. But no, I think the Vikings will win this game. I think we're going to see a different Chicago team. They were actually solid on defense last year, but the offense could get nothing going like ever. So I think with Ben Johnson at the helm there, I think he's going to really help Caleb Williams kind of have a much better second year than his first. So I'm going Minnesota, but they also got a rookie quarterback too. Even though it's his second year, he didn't play a lick last season, and he was injured, so I'm sure he didn't get a lot of he got mental reps only. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes. But this could go either way.
Yeah, this is gonna be a close one.
Both good coaches.
Yeah, two good coaches. I'm actually gonna go with the Bears in this one, just because they're at home. I feel like they gives them the slight edge. I do think Ben Johnson's gonna have an immediate impact, and I do think that JJ McCarthy will take some time to adjust to being a starter. He's not going to be the veteran Sam Darnold was, and they're not going to just pick up where they left off from last year. So I'm going with the Bears.
I'm going with the Bears too. I think I want to see Caleb Williams take another step up and play well, and I think he'll show against a division opponent. So I go with the Bears.
That's what's up. Also, we got Bears in the chat. JJ has never won a game for his team. I don't trust JJ McCarthy. So yeah, so we'll see. I mean, they're putting a lot of stock in him. He played well in those 2 preseason games last year before he got hurt, but this is a whole different ball game. So
yeah, it's
we'll
different
see.
when you got defenses really coming after you.
Yeah. All right. So that was the money line portion, and we like to remind everybody at this part of the show, this is not actual betting advice, We picked who's just going to win the game, but we do want to look at the spreads to see who's going to win, considering that adjusted score. So I just threw up the spreads here, and so you can see who the favorites were and kind of how big the lines were. Biggest line being that Denver hosting Tennessee game, which we kind of talked about, all leaning Denver's way. But Dallas and Philly is right behind it. Philly favored by 8. I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch, but I could definitely see it going that way, especially late. Another one that stuck out to me, though, the Colts being favored at home against Miami. I know that's really a toss-up game with it being just a 1 point, and then also the Baltimore and Buffalo is just a 1 point spread. So really some toss-ups there. But Strizzy, Marcus, anything jump out to y'all on these betting lines?
For some reason, I really like New England. I don't know why. I just have a feeling they're going to win that game. And a field goal, I don't know. If they're going to win it, they're going to win it by that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that one stands out pretty well. If I had to pick a lock of these games, for some reason, I really like New England.
I would say the Kansas City game. We'll see. They got about 3, but I think that's going to be a closer game than you think. So, like I said, it's overseas, so I think it plays a big part. And guys do that. So,
yeah. And I think you're right as far as the Kansas City too is like they didn't necessarily take any leaps forward, and they got a year older. So
I about to say they got older.
So was last year that last hurrah, but was their undoing in the Super Bowl a sign of things to come, or are they going to right the ship right back? So that's going to be definitely one we'll keep a close eye on.
I think this the year we see Kelsey his play go down. He's got engaged. His mind gonna be focused on that.
Last year,
I feel like. Yeah, I just think he's gonna go even more. I don't think he's gonna be that guy this year. Because to me, he was a great tight end, but I feel like he's always slow. And he that's the thing. I can't give him position. He could probably still catch, but after the catch, man, I don't know what he's gonna do with that. So
I think if we were to go back and look at last year between the 2 tight ends, Kelsey and what's the other dude's name? Is it Gray?
Yeah.
I think if we really look back, I think Gray might have. I don't think he had a better year, but I know he did not have. Kelsey did not have a great year last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I agree, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, but it's like that Jason Witten territory where it's he can do that 4 or 5 yard hook, get you a first down, show the target, catch it, possession type tight end. But as far as putting it all together, the explosiveness or the big plays anymore, I feel like that part of his game is gone. So this is the Raiders version of Jason Witten now at this point. That's where I'm kind of comparing him to. So
he's a nice little security blanket, like you said, for those 5 yards, get a third down, reliable. But his years of probably 1,000 yards and things of that nature they're done.
Yeah. All right, that's what's up. So that was Secure the Bag for week 1. We will be back each and every Thursday to give you guys our thoughts on the weekend slate of games. But I did want to remind you, if you want to play along with us and compete with us in the Yahoo, we do have a pick'em competition. Let us know or drop a comment if you want to join in on that. Whoever wins each week will win a Super Bowl square for our big Super Bowl square grid at the end of the year. And so that's something that we put out of our pocket to give everybody a little skin in the game when we're watching the big game later this year. I know that's a long way off, but hey, start putting something aside for that now. And we will also break down the results of all these games on our big show on Tuesday evening. So just wanted to put those little reminders out there. And again, thank my brothers for rocking with me. Pop says send the link to George. I will do that for sure. I will send it to Jorge, make sure he's on there. And we'll be back next week. But until then, enjoy the game tonight. Go Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? There's still room for a miracle. You never know. I won't hold my breath, but I'll be there rooting for it. Yes, until then, enjoy the games. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Shizzy.
Your boy Marcus. Peace out, man.
Peace.
And you say the truth.